That's the hilarious thing.
Under Secret
It's
Mountain.
called Secret Mountain.
Unbelievable.
Near Sedona. What we're talking about is the Bradshaw Ranch.
Yes.
And there's allegedly a portal in the Bradshaw Ranch that was seen by the former owner of the ranch, Linda Bradshaw. The other thing we noticed when we were there, and this was picked up by my friend Paul, who's an Australian ground-penetrating radar operator, he heard a humming. He kicks a bush aside, and there's this gigantic three-phase power box with a cable definitely going into the ground. There's massive amounts of electrical power going into the ground under Bradshaw Ranch. And he did a ground-penetrating radar check on the road around Bradshaw Ranch, and we found a 50-foot wide reinforced steel concrete, highly visible on ground-penetrating radar, literally just under the ground.
Wow.
I mean, I'm in no doubt whatsoever it's there. Go up from Phoenix and have a look at what I saw in Sedona, and you will find a deep underground military facility that is highly protected, has hydraulically operated doors in the side of mountainsides, and is secretly operating what I suspect is non-human technology.
The hole is about 2 foot in diameter. And that's the hole in the driveway. I don't know what to think. That meteor flew over today, Williamston, South Carolina. This is what I found. And I don't know what that is.
That's by Blue Cobalt.
It's got a glass.
Had an ashtray just like it.
Feels cold to the touch.
But now, I don't know where Blue Cobalt's from, or where, if that got sucked up in the atmosphere or what.
Long ago in the ancient cultures to which they trace their heritage, the ancestors of today's hidden rulers pledged themselves and their future
Luciferian.
generations to the dark force that opposes humanity. Call it Satan, Archons, or whatever. And that energy still lives on through their descendants to this day.
Archons.
As one begins to study the lives of the elite, a common denominator is always their allegiance to Luciferian doctrine. It is the key tenet of the Illuminati.
Of course, even the owl is a symbol of ancient mystery Babylon. The owl was worshipped by the ancient Egyptians and by the Babylonians. And it's interesting to me that many of the members of the Bohemian Grove have in their homes, as I understand it, small figurines of
Owls are linked to skinwalkers too.
as a symbol of the deity, the great goddess.
But that don't mean all are
They believe themselves to be the
bad.
sons and
We need
daughters
to
of
be
the
careful
fallen
there.
lord Lucifer.
Here's the way they look at it. Here's their metaphor. Adam and Eve were held prisoner in the Garden of Eden by an unjust, cruel, and vindictive God. Lucifer, through his agent Satan, set man free from this garden by giving him the gift of intellect. Through the use of intellect, man will conquer the earth, will conquer nature, and will himself become God. This taught every Masonic temple in this land, every secret brotherhood, every secret society, every mystical temple, every occult organization teaches the Luciferian philosophy.
Satanic serial David Berkowitz said, Satanists are not ignorant
I
peasants
said
or sinning
something about
their ranks are filled with
Lucifer
doctors,
told.
lawyers, businessmen, and basically highly responsible citizens.
In
The elite
lower
are
Inky,
obsessed with the likes of Aleister Crowley.
Anything I've ever seen.
that they would
Look, just watch.
trick their followers
look at
into
this.
following him. That I will
Yeah,
make
have
them
no idea
believe
what
I
that
am
means.
God.
Me neither.
Did they?
In 2013 at this baseball game.
Did they
we're
switch
watching it on
names?
TV, and all of a sudden, a whole bunch of occult symbols and esoteric symbols and satanic stuff pops up. No explanation. The announcer says nothing about it. It continues on for about 20 seconds, and
There's
then
that
the rest of the
right
baseball
corner
game played.
up there.
This was at a base. You can rewatch this probably on YouTube. A baseball game between the Chicago Cubs and Milwaukee Brewers. Now, to me, this showing of these symbols was either someone trying to. It's like when you ever watch They Live, when they take over the broadcasting network and they try to wake up the masses with their information of the true agenda that's going on. It's either that, or every once in a while they have to hide in plain sight what they're doing and get your informed consent. They're informing you by showing you this, and you consent by not rejecting.
That's
But there's a lot more to this that can be
That's
mentioned
more like
really on Instagram.
Anyway, I started doing more digging and then realized also, the movie The Island about cloning and all the other weird things that happened. I saw Extreme Shapeshift. I mean, I don't want to jump ahead here because...
Wait, say that again. You saw Jeffrey Epstein's shapeshift, you said?
Yes. He turned
Like how?
from buttons.
You did say that one more time?
I saw Jeffrey Epstein shapeshift into a devil-like reptilian creature.
Even summer needs a backup. And Val, a little
Wow.
sidekick can
Sorry.
chaos.